man, but I had 39, 12, and 16. First time since 1990 we've seen someone in a Laker uniform put up that kind of triple-double with over 30, over 15 assists, and 10 rebounds. Here's LeBron following the victory.
LeBron, before we revisit the game, there was a moment with Luka, and he told us prior to the game, he said, I won't compare myself to LeBron, but he was the man I watched. So can you describe that just brief exchange with him and how good he was tonight?
I mean, you never know who you can inspire, along your path, and you hope that you can inspire the next generation. And for me, by me playing the game the right way, always getting my teammates involved and playing for the purity of the game, I was able to inspire a kid that wasn't even in America. And that's pretty special. And obviously we see what he's capable of doing, his ability to make plays not only for himself, for his teammates to rebound and just play for the pure love of the game. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
You talked about his ability to make his teammates better. Most people are going to talk about your 8 points in overtime, but the final play in regulation, how do you see Danny Green in the corner?
It's all about repetition. Things just don't happen by accident. We go over this stuff a lot during practice, during shoot-arounds, during film sessions, on if we're down 3 or we're down late in situations, what sets we can go through. And when you perfect it in practice, it makes it a lot easier on the floor. So it wasn't about me. It was AB, Avery getting it to me. It was the weak side hammer that Dwight set for Danny, and Danny just being dead shot and making the shot. So I just try to put it on time and on target.
I like that, the weak side hammer. You'll see on the video, he holds them as well. I want to go back to the first quarter because Doug Collins used to like to say this is a first quarter league.
Yeah.
You guys were struggling out of the gates, but there was a moment where you got 10 straight stops to hang in there.
Yeah.
Describe the defensive effort from your group.
I mean, this is one of the best offensive teams throughout the first couple weeks of the season, and we knew that, especially being on their home floor. But we're one of the best defensive teams in the league throughout the first couple weeks of the season, and that's what we hang our hats on. We weren't making shots to start the game in the first quarter, but we continued to just grind and grind and grind, and that's what was able to keep us, in the game, even throughout the whole first half, not only the first quarter.
I know you hear many things about where you stand in the game in year 17, LeBron, but defensively as well, you've taken some criticism. Tonight you checked 5 different guys. You're closing out to people in the corner. You look pretty motivated.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's a motivation for myself. After the injury last year on December 25th, I wasn't myself just because of the groin. It wasn't allowing me to be explosive or have quick twitch plays, which I'm very good at, and I heard it all. I heard it all from, year 17. Is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays, and then defensively. He's not very good defensively, but you can't single me out. It will never be a possession where a coach or a teammate or a player on the opposing team will single me out defensively. Because I'm in tune with that side as well. So, we got a lot of guys that play the defensive side, and it's important for me to be on that side as well and take that challenge just as much as the offensive end.
You look like the king tonight. Thank you, LeBron.
Thanks, Doris. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's an impressive interview, first and foremost, by Doris Burke. I mean, getting so much out of LeBron, but let's focus at the very end there, where she's talking about his defense and being engaged on that end of the floor. That criticism, it's been warranted. I mean, LeBron looked incredible on defense tonight, and it's been a few years since we've seen him look incredible on that end of the floor.
Especially to make that many plays throughout the course of the game. As he's gotten a little bit older, you have to pick your spots a little bit. Tonight's the most active I've seen him over the course of an entire game in a long time.
Yeah, I'm with you, Stan, and I'm impressed. We saw the deflections, we saw the block shots, but he took 2 charges. That's the one I really look at is as you get older, coming over, sliding over, and taking it in the chest. And I was impressed that he got there, he wanted to take it. That means he's in tune on the rotation and the help. And you can say it was a little extra, too, playing against Luka, that he wanted to come out there and let the young fella know that he was still LeBron James.
And he spoke about his impact on Luka Doncic and the fact that, Luka from overseas, able to see LeBron from afar and then to come in the league at 21 years old. Luka's putting up a triple-double against LeBron James, a career-high 15 assists. I mean, this is a guy, he's not afraid of the moment. We've seen him do it against other teams, other players, but against LeBron James, a guy he grew up idolizing, that was very impressive.
Yeah, look, Luka Doncic is as impressive as anybody in the league. You know, we talk about he's not real athletic. I don't know. He always seems to get exactly where he wants to go. He finds open people. He puts the ball on target. He's got to be a whole lot of fun to play with, Smitty. And a great, great competitor. Makes the plays when they need to be made. You're seeing him make passes here. Look at this. Finds Hardaway right there.
You hear the term shot pocket. It seems like when Luka's making these passes, they're the alley-oop where a guy can finish, or when he's throwing it to a guy for a jumper, right in that shot pocket.
Yeah, it's not just a pass. He's making an assist. He's leading you to a bucket, whether you're shooting, whether there's a lob. And what I'm impressed with, Stan, is half court, he's able to beat his man off the dribble.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Get an angle. And then sometimes I finish it with a layup. I finish it with a floater. I finish it with a jump shot. Or I make a pass. But he's able to get the shot he wants. He just misses or makes it. But there's no one I've seen so far just bother him in half court. Usually a big guy coming down, he was hard because he has strength and he has size and ability. But in a half court, to make a counter move and then also make the next counter move and get by a guy easily, I'm impressed with that. That's a feel, that's a skill, and that's some size and toughness.
And that's something that's going to last, too, because he's not relying on, you know, the pure speed and quickness that you have when you're 21 years old, some guys, and you may not have when you're 30. This guy's game's going to weather well.
How much of that is the concept of being a triple threat? I mean, a lot of times we see the eyes, and you saw the spots that we had on the court as far as Luka looks like he's looking here, but he's tossing the ball to the left. His shot, his pass, and his drive are always a threat when he has the ball in his hands. Is that how he's creating that space to be able to get to the basket if he needs to?
It's a lot of things, and as a big guard coming to this league, and I was always taught, if you can not turn your back, Stan, because no matter how much vision you have, you turn your back, you can't see everything. If you watch him, he's always square. So that's very difficult for me to watch and saying those are the only guys I can really see that is LeBron, Penny Hardaway. Because I know when I got pressure, you kind of turn your back and you want to hold them off and you're making passes, you're throwing them across. But he's standing straight up square. I'm seeing everywhere, every angle. And there's guys defending him, and he's not really looking at them, Stan. There's never like, I'm looking at my dribble. It's always head up and, okay, I'm going to go here, get you off. But I'm not worried about you pressuring me. And to me, the sign of a great player is Avery Bradley did not pressure him, Stan. I don't know why. I've seen Avery Bradley give quick point guards trouble. You coached him, and I didn't see him pressure up not one time down the stretch. Maybe he was hurt. Maybe he was tired. I just haven't seen that from Avery Bradley.
No, that is an interesting thing. You know, it really is. And here's the thing with Luka Doncic for me, right, is you see a lot of guys who have great athleticism, speed and quickness, jumping ability. You see a lot of guys with great skills. But what it comes down to in this game with the great players, LeBron, Luka Doncic, it's a game of decisions. Hubie Brown always would say, you got to know when to shoot, when to pass, and when to dribble. How many times when you're watching the game do you question Luka Doncic's decision? Where you're saying, oh, he should have shot it there. Oh, he missed the open. No, his decisions are very good. Those are the great players in the game.
Certainly the mental capacity of Luka Doncic well past his years of just 20, 21 years of age. Okay.